memory from the last World Championships in Daegu. Carvalho of France having a good season. If it's slow, he'll finish fast. Wouldn't really expect him to be in the mix at the end, though. Johan CRONJE of South Africa, South African record holder. Alongside him, Mekonnen GEBREMEDHIN won a bronze medal at the World Indoor Championships last year, 6th in the Olympic final. Go all the way back to Melbourne 2006 and the Commonwealth Games. Nate Brannan of Canada took the silver medal. Ingebrigtsen, the European champion, had a great year last year. Has been struggling a little bit this year, but started to show some of the form in the last week or two that he showed last year. And what a day for Matt Centrowitz. Won the bronze medal 2 years ago. A complete shock that was. Came storming down the home straight. Now on the track where his dad maybe could have won a medal. Well, I doubt he would have won a medal in 1980, but with Konovet and the rest of them. But his dad would have been in the American team. He must be so proud. CHEPSEBA of Kenya. And Chris O'HARE from West Linton in Scotland. What a championships. His first ever championships he's had to get to this final. The favourite, the defending champion, #1 in the world this year, Asbel KIPROP KEN. And you'd expect him to have enough ammunition to take people on. His main rivals may welcome from his two teammates, but 1500 metre final, anything can happen. We saw TESFAYE of Germany there as well. Well, Chris O'HARE, based in the United States at the University of Tulsa, he's finished his studies there, such, but he's still going back to have one more season, he says. Well, he was telling me that before he came and did so well at these championships. I don't know if he'll change his mind, but he's supposed to be heading back for a cross-country season. The men's 1500 metre final. Three and three-quarter laps of the track as usual, and of course this Luzhniki Stadium, the scene of one of the great 1500 metre races of all time in the 1980 Olympic final. And Kiprop, well aware of the history of his event, he's a good student these days of 1500 metre running, and on occasion in the past he used to get his tactics a little bit wrong, and when he's fit and healthy, Brendan, though, he's very difficult to beat in a slow or a fast race.
Well, he's a magnificent physical athlete. He's got immense talent, he's got immense power, and he's also got the ability to just stay with a strong pace. And I think it's quite sensible for him. They're not running very fast, but it's better to run at a reasonable pace rather than jog around, because when you jog around, that's when you get into dangers. And for an athlete like him to run through there in about 43 seconds, on schedule for about 60 seconds for the first lap, then I think that's wise. It makes for an honest race, it makes for a true run race, and also gets rid of that awful problem when they all bunch up and accidents can happen. 59.6.
And you know Kiprop can make 59.6 look like a jog. He's got that lovely slow action, those long legs, and he's now conceded the lead to his teammate CHEPSEBA, who's just gone off a little bit hard here. Chris O'HARE aware of what's going on there. He moves up alongside GEBREMEDHIN. Matt Centrowitz with the shaven head there, just on the curb on the inside behind Ingebrigtsen, and Kiprop allowing his teammate to open up a 5-metre lead here, and he's looking around as if to say to Silas KIPLAGAT, where are you? I think the Kenyans really would fancy the chances of a 1-2-3 here, but Kiprop not interested in going after CHEPSEBA. 2 to go.
Well, we've talked all week about team races and team tactics, and this is the first time the Kenyans have actually gone to do something. CHEPSEBA, Kiprop and Matt Centrowitz, the first three, and they incidentally were the first three in the World Championships last time it was held. Not quite in this order, and I don't expect it to stay in this order. But CHEPSEBA has got a bit of a gap there as they went through 1:59, and now they're beginning to move. They've got to move because that's a little bit too much of a gap to give anyone going into the last lap. You wouldn't want to give him that start, except if you were Asbel KIPROP, to be honest.
Chris O'HARE will be loving this. He's very much involved in this race and did well to move up there, but nobody's going past Kiprop. They're all watching Kiprop, and they've got to be careful. CHEPSEBA out in front, KIPLAGAT moving on the outside now. Centrowitz stuck on the curb, Ingebrigtsen's on the curb. So Chris O'HARE realising the race is getting moving now. He's got a good finish, Chris, but this pace is just picking up as Kiprop moves the field closer to CHEPSEBA.
absolutely going the way of Asbel KIPROP, the champion, former Olympic champion. Sadly, he finished last in the Olympic Games last year, and now young O'Hare has found this race a little bit too much for him. It's a little bit too quick here, and the 2 rounds that he's run so magnificently, he's not been able to stay with it. But CHEPSEBA now striding out down the back straight, and just watch this physical specimen called KIPROP. He's absolutely fantastic.
CHEPSEBA still leading them. KIPROP, the favourite, just looks for the danger on the outside, and away he goes. CENTROWITZ has still got a chance, and Silas KIPLAGAT KEN looking for room on the inside, but it's KIPROP pulling away. It's for you. CENTROWITZ, great run from him. Last lap, silver medal. Johan CRONJE that was slower than Mo Farah. We can speak to the 5,000 metres. I wonder if Mo's watching that.
Congratulations.
Might have had a go at that.
Steve, please don't give him any more ideas. You've got enough ideas.
Anybody, including Mo Farah. CENTROWITZ, great run from him with a silver medal. Johan CRONJE takes the bronze, and we can speak to the